Hello everyone, welcome back to my video channel. And as we are going through animal kingdom, and now let us discuss about the phylum Aschelminthis, or it is also called as Nematihelminthes, or these are also called as Nematoda. Okay, so we will discuss about phylum Nematoda. And here are the some points which I am going to explain. Let's start one by one. Some are free living and some are parasitic animals. Okay, some are free living and some are parasitic animals. This is important because they are most of the Aschelminthis are parasitic animals. Like you can take the example of roundworm. Okay, see, these are like parasitic animals because they depend upon the host organism for their survival. Okay, sometimes these even cause harm to the host organisms. Okay, so it's that's why it's very important to have a cooked food, and also we shouldn't use the stagnant water, and we shouldn't let water to stagnate here and there. So, and we should close the open pots or vessels, anything which are filled with water. Okay, we should close the lid properly, because from those water only parasitic organisms will arise, and those are all very harmful to the organisms, very harmful to the human beings or living beings, which they get into our body. Okay, let us move on to the next point. They are multicellular. Okay, means body is composed of many cells, and they are bilaterally symmetrical. I guess I have explained the meaning of what is bilaterally symmetrical while explaining the phylum Platyhelminthes, because even the Platyhelminthes body wall is bilaterally symmetrical. Okay, for you to I will just give a quick recall. So bilaterally symmetrical means, I think this is an body. If the body plane is cut in only one plane, okay, you should remember, in any plane, okay, it may be like this or like this, but when it should possible to cut only in one plane, so that the body will divide into identical left and right. Okay, then only we will get the identical left and right body. So it is only by the one angle, that is called as bilaterally symmetrical. And these Aschelminthis or nematodes are triploblastic, means bodies consist of 3 layers, that is ectoderm, endoderm and mesoderm, and they are pseudocoelomates. Let us know what is pseudocoelomates. What are pseudocoelomates here then? Pseudocoelomates means like some animals, the body cavity is not lined by the or between the ectoderm and endoderm. Such body cavity is called as pseudocoelom, and the animals which possess them are called as pseudocoelomates. Example for this is Aschelminthis, because they are pseudocoelomates. Pseudo means false. They possess the false. Coelom means cavity. Okay, pseudo means false. Coelom means cavity. So they possess a false body cavity. That's why they are called as pseudocoelomates. So what is pseudocoelomates? Let us look at the diagram here. See, this is the diagram. So here the body cavity is not lined by the mesoderm. It should have to be lined by mesoderm like this. But instead of that, the mesoderm is present like a scattered pouches in between the ectoderm and endoderm. Such a body cavity is called as pseudocoelom, and the animals which possess them are called as pseudocoelomates. Example for this is Aschelminthis. Okay, let us move on to the next point. They have cylindrical, okay, they have cylindrical body, and they are unsegmented. Body is unsegmented with pointed ends. They have the pointed ends, and they have organ system of organization. See, here you can look at the diagram here. So the body is cylindrical. You can see in the diagram the body is cylindrical like, okay, and the body is unsegmented, means there is no segmentation. See, in some animals you can see segmentations like this. Okay, are you seeing any segmentations here? No, that's why these are not segmented. See, in some animals what you can say like this body segments you can say. Okay, but there is no body segment here. So these are unsegmented, cylindrical, and the end points here you can see they have pointed ends. You can look at here, they have the pointed ends. And the one more term they have told is they have organ system of organization. What is organ system of organization? Means here an aggregation of similar organs into definite organ system to perform a common function, that is called as organ system. Means similar organs, okay, they aggregate to form a organ system to perform a common function, that actually forms the organ system. Let us move on to the next point. Their body cavity are covered by tough resistant cuticle, okay, and their body is covered by tough resistant cuticle, okay. Next point, digestive system is complete with mounus and anus at the opposite end. As I explained before in the previous video, if the digestive system is complete means they have two pores, means one is for the mouth and another one is for the anus, that is called as complete digestive system. If it is incomplete means they have only one pore that will act as both mouth and anus, okay. But here in case of Nematoda or Ascalementhes, the digestive system is complete with mouth and anus at the opposite end. You can see here. So for you make you understand, mouth is here, okay, they have one pore for the mouth and another pore for the anus, okay, which are in the opposite ends. Let us move on to the next point. Here circulatory, respiratory and skeletal systems are absent in case of nematodes. And coming to the nervous system is well developed for nematodas and it consists of nerve rings around the pharynx, from which nerve arises to the different regions, okay. From where? From the pharynx. In the region pharynx they consist of nerve rings. From there nerves arises to the different regions of the body. Next, moving on to the next point. Here the sexes are separate, okay, means here sexes are separate means they show the sexual dimorphism. What is sexual dimorphism? Sexual dimorphism means identification of male and female on the basis of the external characters, that is called as sexual dimorphism. So their sexes are separate. The male is short and female is long, and male have cloaca and female have anus, and the posterior end of the male is curved like a hook and the posterior end of the female is straight. That actually shows the sexual dimorphism. So let us understand this. Here you can see this is the male one and this is the female, okay, and male is little bit shorter when compared to the female, means female is longer when compared to the male, okay. And the next point here is, as I told before, male is short and female is long, and see, okay, I guess from here you can visible, okay, and male have cloacal aperture. Look at the diagram here, everyone. See, this is the cloacal aperture, okay. So means male have the cloaca and female have the anus, okay. This is the anus, and here this is the anterior part, okay, and this is the posterior part, and in this posterior part the male possesses hook. You can see hook will be like this, okay, hook like, possess like a hook like, so you can identify this one as a male. And here in case of female it is straight, there is no hook like structure in case of females, okay. That actually shows so that these are external characters are very different, okay. That actually shows the sexual dimorphism. Let us move on to the examples here. Examples here as follows. The first one, roundworm, those are called as Ascaris or lumbricoids. Ascaris lumbricoids, okay. This is the diagram of, you can have a look here. These are the Ascaris lumbricoids. This is the male and this is the female one. So next example is pinworm, then next is hookworm. The scientific name for this is Ankylostoma, and the note here is that this, as I told before, these will be very harmful to the organisms if they get inside into the body, because they need host for the survival, because these are parasitic animals. So these filarial worm actually causes filariasis, or it is also called as elephantiasis, okay. And this roundworm, that is Ascaris lumbricoids, causes ascariasis, okay. These are the points on nematode, and in some of the exam they may ask these questions, okay. And I hope this will help, and you have learnt something new from this video. And if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and if you like this, please do share and subscribe. um, Thank you everyone.